"The cobweb saved our life," the soldier's trembling voice echoed years later, but the memory was still fresh. It was during the chaos of World War I. A small group of soldiers were being hunted down by enemy forces. Gunfire cracked in the night as they sprinted across the hills, their hearts pounding like drums of war. Desperate, they found a tiny hut carved into the hillside and dove inside. But once the door closed, despair sank in. There was only one entrance. If the enemy searched carefully, they would be trapped like animals with no escape. The men whispered frantic prayers, begging God for a miracle. And then, something almost laughable happened. A single spider began spinning its web across the doorway. Fragile strands, silken threads, weaker than glass. The soldiers shook their heads. What good could this do against armed men? Moments later, enemy footsteps thundered outside. Voices drew closer. One soldier held his breath, another clenched his fist. They waited for death to burst through the door, but then they heard laughter. "Impossible! Look at this web! No one's inside! The web is unbroken!" The enemies turned and walked away. Inside that hut, the soldiers wept. They had been saved, not by stone walls or weapons of steel, but by the delicate threads of a spider's web, and they carried the lesson forever. When God is with you, even the weakest web is stronger than an army. But without Him, even the strongest wall is as fragile as a cobweb.